3, 2, 1.
Yo, we got your back when you driving to work or driving home. If you on a plane or you at the gym or you home alone, all you gotta do to listen to the shows, turn on your phone. Two Ugly Nerds podcast, tell you what's going on. This is the podcast.
Eric is ugly and would not judge anybody else.
There's no other insult.
When did you learn that you were
Two Ugly Nerds podcast.
Welcome to the
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Two Next Podcast, niggas from the Black Nerd community. I'm your host, Derek, podcast guy, always joined by Ian Berserk Music, who's in the wrong place. It's fine. We're just gonna leave. No, we're not. We're moving it. Move it in live. All right, it's not working. All right, no, he's just gonna stay there. My bad, guys. All right, well, Ian Berserk Music, audio engineer / super producer, father, dad himself.
If you don't know, now you know.
And call Ian Mr. Bottom today. Pause. Also joined by
What? Come on, man.
You said what?
What are you talking about right now? What are we doing?
We have to have more respect for our brothers around here. What's going on? You never prepared me for that.
Oh man.
Pause on all levels.
Pause on all accounts. Flag on the play.
Welcome to the pod, ladies and gentlemen. Viewers and listeners alike.
By Geronimo, Mr. Nintendo, a resident pro streamer, the console consultant.
Man, we'll be back on the streaming bit. I finished Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We almost done with the Xenoblade Gauntlet, as I'm calling it. All the games lead to the 3rd, end of July. Whew, what a ride. Fun ride. What's good, y'all? Glad to be here.
Love it, man. I think we said we're gonna wait till next week, but we guess we can just say like, yo, Kendrick, it's Kendrick. You know what I mean?
Mr. Morale.
Yeah.
Mr. Morale.
Yeah, Kendrick is Kendrick. What you gonna say? Man, do what he do. But next week, I think what we'll do, bro, like we could talk more about the album, like in a little more depth of it or whatnot.
Yes.
And we can because one question I got for y'all is, okay, this is a really good album, right? It's a good album. It does a lot of different things for everybody. But it is still just one album. Like it's still just one body of work. Does this one album let Kendrick kind of recover his #1 overall status, or is Cole's high quality production with his high level of, or his high clip of releases still keeping him ahead? Now, I'm not asking you to answer that today. That's a tough question, but I just want you to think about that, because Cole still ain't missed. Don't get nobody messed up.
He's consistent.
He ain't missed yet. He been coming out consistently. He ain't take no break. He didn't disappear on us for 2 years. He been releasing shit, his own shit. He been putting his niggas on.
Shit.
He's been putting Dreamville everywhere he can. Like,
I think it's two different categories. I think.
Nah, Kendrick and Cole rap, bro. One of them is better than the other.
I know they rap, but I think that's a category. Okay, they're rappers. And at that category, I think one is over the other, as far as like.
I believe that as well.
But if you're talking about like artistically, Kendrick has that, yo. It's just not even a question.
Yeah.
He is artistically and creatively the better artist.
Okay.
In that
Overall
category.
package right now, who would you rather, if you could just. No, okay, because I know what happened. Yeah. You're gonna play favorites. My point is just that it's a good project. I got to see what Kendrick do the rest of the year. I got to see if Kendrick show up on some features somewhere. I got to see what else he do. This is great, and I know it's gonna be artistically amazing and all that. That's what Kendrick does. But if Kendrick is only going to do this amazing artistic shit once every 4 years, then that's cool, but there's a tier for that. That gives you a cap on how high up the list you get to go. When you are really putting out quality rap music every year, every couple months, we hear something from you. You rapping on somebody record, somebody project, somebody something. whether it's a single, a deep cut, you somewhere, and it's always fire, fam.
I mean, if we're looking at like album track records, I don't think Kendrick has missed he hasn't missed.
Yeah, I don't think he has
What
either.
do you mean?
As far as like the albums he's put out, every single one has been.
No. Where did Cole miss?
I think people would say that For Your Eyes Only was a miss.
What?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't really mess with that album.
I don't listen to it much. There's a couple songs I like on there, but I don't think it's a bad album.
That's unfair, bro. Because For Your Eyes Only is his Kendrick like album.
I personally agree with you, except that's kind of where I give Kendrick the leg up in that I think artistically he was able to convey that level of vulnerability in a more appealing way than J. Cole did it.
My thing, I think people have to understand how to listen to music. And I know this is me being like pretentious, I guess, or whatever, but every album don't have to be for replay every day until the next album come out. And especially not in today where there's so much music. There's music overload. You can find new music every single day. Right now, I guarantee you could probably go a whole year and never listen to the same song if you did it intentionally. If you just constantly went around searching for new music and new songs, you could probably go the whole year and never listen to the same song twice.
Well, yeah, I mean, music.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's so much music, right?
Yeah.
So my point is like, I don't know, man. I just don't. Every album doesn't have to be for this radio play. We got to hear it for the next 6 months. Absol Book of Soul is an amazing record. That's not a record you should be listening to every day, nigga.
Right.
It's not. If you're listening to Book of Soul every day, please get the therapy quickly.
Professional help.
But that don't stop it from being an amazing record. So For Your Eyes Only is because I understand. It's not an album I play every day. It's got a couple records that I can listen to consistently because you can tell they were kind of more in that mode, but that's not the album's purpose. So it doesn't have as much that maybe you're just gonna kind of throw on while you chilling or just throw on while you cooking or chilling around or whatever. You're gonna throw on. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes sense.
I think.
Why is Cole not allowed that?
No, so J. Cole is kind of known for being the rapidy rap, lyrical miracle.
Kendrick isn't?
Kendrick, I don't think Kendrick is. I think once like
that's how I've always. That's how
niggas don't know Kendrick then. Okay, all right.
No, but Kendrick, like I've always said,
what's rigor mortis, bro? That's rapidy rap. And this is that's where he come from. That's Kendrick. Just because he do it a little more artsy now, and he be having some naked chick and painting and syllables and shit. Nigga, Kendrick is a rapidy rap. They're the same nigga, bro. They just have a different approach to how they kind of want to do shit. And clearly, Kendrick is trying to go off on his own and do his own thing, maybe to try to get closer to. Because I think all these niggas feel pressure in different ways. Because Drake is loved in a different way than Kendrick. Kendrick is loved in a different way than Cole. Cole is loved in a different way than both of them. They're all loved in completely different ways. And I think they're all kind of chasing. Kendrick don't get the love that Cole get in the industry. Not to that level. That's not what I mean, right? Kendrick obviously gets love. But Cole is actually bringing young rappers up with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like that Dreamville shit, the whole mixtape. Like, nobody else is doing that shit.
But that's still like
Drake hop on your record and then forget about you. He don't sign you. He don't take you on tour to perform the record. He don't show up on your tour to perform the record. Nigga don't help you in no other way, but he'll get on your shit. And if he fuck with you enough, he might show up for the video.
That's the like backpackers type stuff, whereas Kendrick kind of appeals to a way wider audience. And that's why I think he gets love.
Does he?
More love on his end than J. Cole might. But as a fan of hip hop and rap, you see what J. Cole is doing. It'd be, you'd be ignorant to not see that.
J. Cole looking like Young Diddy. Kendrick is a really good rapper. He's a really amazing rapper. He is a really talented artist. He is in the Kanye mold, right? My interesting thing is going to be to see what Kendrick does. Because Kanye had a roster too. Let's not forget, like, don't forget what good music was. Like, Kanye had a run too, and it was really, really good. Kendrick has potential to do that. It's just, who does he bring with him? Who's on his team? Who is he signing? What do these artists look like? But imagine Kendrick bring out don't get me wrong, I don't mean in the same style of music, but imagine Kendrick bring out somebody with the same impact as a Cudi. You know what I mean? A Big Sean. And don't get me wrong, I get it. Drake and Nicki Minaj are a different level. Lil Wayne is a GOAT for that. But people act like Kanye just kind of did nothing. Like, we talking about Big Sean and fucking Kid Cudi. Like, those are two industry influencing people too. I just interested in what Kendrick do, man. I don't know, man. But I think it's an argument. I just don't want to jump Kendrick to the top because the album is good. He has to. He got to be more consistent for me, man.
Personally, I don't put him at the overall top. I still don't put him at the top. I still hold J. Cole at the top. To me, I think I kind of always did, but that's a personal thing. Like, I personally found the only reason I can't listen to For Your Eyes Only is because that album gets me very emotional.
Oh, fair.
I cannot feel that way all the time.
But that's different than, oh, it's not good or it's a weak album. Yeah. No, it's emotional. You're not supposed to want to hear it every day.
Yeah. And I mean, but that's, I'm just telling people saying I don't agree with it personally.
I don't agree with that either. I mean, it's probably the album of his I've listened to the least.
But
I don't hate it.
Yeah. Not because it's
but there's a reason. Context.
Yeah. The content is definitely different. I can't listen to it all the time.
Whereas, what was it? The last one.
I mean, I'd say this is probably a hot take in itself, but I still think KMD's one is better albums.
Oh, you think?
Exactly.
KMD is still a really good album. That's a great album.
Yeah, it's one of my personal favorites. But I guess given the time, I just listened to it a ton. And really dug a lot of tracks on there.
But he has some slaps on that.
This is
first time.
It was a shorter album for sure. Noticeably shorter than like the ones that came before it. But
one day he's gonna get his respect for Friday Night Lights. Not Friday Night Lights. Sideline Story.
Oh, Sideline. Oh, God.
Man, y'all know I still love that album. I can listen to that now and be like, this shit's great.
That was a good one.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
That album is nostalgic.
He is going to get his, like, Dollar in a Dream 3, Can't Get Enough, Lights Please.
Yes, man.
Sideline Story, Mr. Nice Watch, Cold World, In the Morning, Lost Ones, Nobody's Perfect.
Right.
Never Told, Rise and Shine, God's Gift, Breakdown, Workout. I don't understand how niggas get. All right, my bad. I didn't mean to turn this into a J.
I mean, I get
see very offended when niggas act like this album wasn't good, bro. I get very offended. I'm like, what album did y'all listen to? Like, I don't understand, bro.
Some people like to. I remember some people like to claim, and I coined a term for this. I call it the mixtape syndrome, where like some artists' first album, you can tell they were kind of still in that. Not even the fact of like, like certain tracks were on previous projects or several releases during that run were on that album, but they're like certain themes, certain sound and production sound similar to like maybe their previous mixtape or the mixtape before. And I think there's a fair amount of artists that fall into that category back then, just because I was still a tail end of like the blog era and stuff like that. But like at the same time, that album still stands in its own. Like,
it's not a bad album, bro. Cole,
not at all. He don't have any bad albums, really. They both don't. I think it really just comes down to personal preference and how you like that type of hip hop told to you, really.
People just gotta stop playing with J. Cole, man. I'm sorry, man.
I do think the J. Cole hate brigade is a meme, though.
Come on, man.
They be like, y'all be acting like he's saying the deepest shit and it's basic as hell.
No, bro. It's just he's saying some fire shit. Like y'all
The
don't
way
be
he's
listening
saying
to
it
this
is
nigga, bro.
fire.
Go listen to
Exactly.
Truly Yours, bro.
Yep.
Like niggas don't like niggas forgot like Truly Yours, bro. Go listen to that shit, bro. Like Kenny Lofton. I'm about to listen to J. Cole all day.
Mm.
I gotta do like a Kendrick emotional palate cleanse. Go listen to some Cole. Then I'm gonna listen to some Drake throughout the week. Then I'll come back to Kendrick.
Back to the album and then see
see
how you feel.
How I feel again.
That might be a good approach. But I still well, I don't know, man, because like I said, mentally I put them into two different categories. Like they don't compete in my eyes.
Yeah, I get it. They do in mine. I can't help it. It is never to put one down or over the other or anything like that, honestly, because to me, Kendrick Cole and Drake are 1A, B, C. Yeah. And honestly, 1D is Cudi to me. Y'all know me, because I put Cudi in that regard. So on my personal list, Cudi is in that same realm, only because of his influence. Forget whatever you feel like his music does or if you listen to it or not, but his influence is clear within music. Like you can't deny that. You're welcome, Kanye West. But like them niggas, they're all I can't help but compare the moves they make and decisions they make. Doesn't mean that I think it downgrades any one or the other or necessarily puts any one of them over the others. Because they're all like number ones. I just don't know a place to put them yet. Like I don't know the rank. So that's always changing. It's a live standings list. You know what I'm saying? The shit's always changing depending on who plays today, who wins, who put out an album, who put out a single, who put out a freestyle, who showed up over here, who did a dope interview, who did some good philanthropy. You know, you never know. Like it can just swing. Like, and especially Kendrick and Cole, bro. And honestly, you know what it is? Because them niggas lied to us. They said they give us an album. We ain't got no album. We got like what, 2 records and some leaks. And then a couple of records of them rapping over each other's beats, and then that's it. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Don't know what happened, man. I feel like they both just got busy with their careers at that point.
You know, they hate us.
Maybe
they hate the fans. That's what it is.
Same. Yeah.
Cool. Well, anyways, man. Yeah, next week we'll have an even deeper dive on Kendrick.
That's right.
The album. So yeah, man. All right, time for technically
Apple. So I only have one for you guys for Apple. So apologies for any expectations that were set. Apple is testing the Type-C ports. That was the big news that dropped last week. According to analysts close to the matter, this is probably because of the EU ruling to force smart device developers to adopt a unified charging port in what would be the USB Type-C. Maybe there was a little bit of pressure from all the do-it-yourselfers out there who swapped out the Lightning to USB themselves. Maybe.
Was there a market for that? Were people like buying?
There are people that were buying it. Yeah, the first one that was swapped at least sold for quite a bit of money.
I remember we talked about that, but I took that as like, okay, that's a novelty item.
Yeah.
You know, somebody just wants that as a collector or whatever. Okay, cool. I can live with that. But are there people out there who are making these, you know, doing these swap outs and like selling them to people or having, or, you know, charging people to bring their devices in and excuse me, and swap this stuff out? Like, is that an actual thing that's happening? Or is that just like, you know, if you know how to do it yourself, you can watch some YouTube videos and do it?
Well, they actually, I mean, he did eventually put out a video on how to do it. It was a pretty in-depth video. And I think he had a subreddit dedicated to it with a list of things that you have to, you know, the components and whatnot. I think he might have actually, I don't know if he was selling the components necessary to do it or
that's what I was asking. Where's the money coming from?
But he did provide a means of doing it yourself. And a lot of people did go back and actually make that
And try
change.
to do it. Yeah.
There were actually people out there who were changing the Type-C ports on like Android devices to Lightning.
Oh, just because, yeah.
Yeah.
That's madness.
Yeah. It's wild. Yeah.
Hey,
Interesting.
if you know how to do it, now fuck it. Why not?
True.
They're saying that it won't be changed, or you may not see it, or you may see it in 2023 on the iPhone 15.
Mm.
So maybe next year we'll finally have unified IO across the board, man. You know exactly what that IO was placed there for. We're going to talk about Google I/O. Google I/O happened last week as well. This was an interesting one. It involved software and hardware, and they typically don't involve hardware. It's usually just a software developer conference like WWDC. Not the case here. We'll get to that. Security was one of the things that they brought up. I guess this is a narrative that Apple exacerbated. Once you mention that you have app security, it implies that everyone else doesn't, especially if you don't mention it in your keynote. So there's like there's a push for security here, and it mostly involves anonymity.
Okay.
There's a focus on passwordless technology, which appears to prefer two-factor authentication over having like multiple passwords or password management, which is interesting. There's actually this like foundation or union of Apple, Google, Microsoft. They're all pushing to have to get rid of passwords altogether.
And only do two-factor authentication.
Some means of not requiring a password, like FIDO or something like that. That's what it's called.
But verifying through other means.
Verifying through other means.
I mean, I'm down for it. I a lot of shit forces you to have two-factor authentication now, so
yeah,
I feel like it's not that crazy.
Yeah, it's not really. I see where they're getting at with it as well.
Yeah,
just they gotta do it right the first time they fully put all this. They implement it. They gotta do it right the first time. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, we're gonna patch some things next month. No.
Yeah.
Gotta be right day one out the gate.
Agree with that too.
I mean, it makes sense. You know, you get something sent to your phone. It's authenticated. That phone's probably secured or locked with some sort of password or whatever, or what have you. So
ideally, but then you think about the people who be out here like that can like copy your phone and all that type of shit too.
Yeah, the NFC, copy your things and whatnot,
and they can have your phone like. Because I know that was one of the issues with two-factor authentication as well. Because now the only thing with that is I feel like if that happens to you, somebody is really like looking to fuck with you, right? Like, so I agree with that. It's not like an everyday thing that everybody should like be worried about. But it is a thing where if somebody is trying to fuck with you, which, like you said, it'd be somebody you know, right? Like chances are it's somebody you know, somebody in a man or a woman that's in a relationship that they're upset about something, or it'd be things like that probably that would happen. And somebody who probably could get some access to your phone can just, I want access to everything else. I know they have to authenticate everything. I can, download an app on their phone that lets me, remote into their phone or replicate their phone on another device. And now all your authentications come right here too. Like I get everything. And
that'd be
that's
interesting. That'd be very interesting.
You get fucked that way if you so you do have to be like kind of secure with how you do shit, because that was one. I think that was a big scam. It was like one of those tech scams where they'd send you stuff, where they'd like send you a text message, and if you click the link, it would like give them access to something within your. I'm trying to remember. It would give them access to like something within your phone that allowed them to then replicate your phone on another device. And that's how they would, scam people and shit like that. It just, I don't know. Y'all tech niggas got shit scary out here.
Yeah. Yeah. They're more in line with anonymity. They're also implementing this virtual credit card number situation for Chrome browsers and Android.
That's cool. That's something I actually kind of been wanting them to do for a while. So there are other sites that do similar type things.
Oh, okay.
Purchases and stuff, and kind of almost like generate its own number and pin and everything.
Pin it to, and then
almost like a digital throwaway card.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like how they do. Apple does this with their with your email address.
With the email, yeah. I'm about to say, yeah. I like that. Whenever you don't want to actually put your email somewhere, they'll just throw that little fake one for you. And
yeah,
it's amazing. Yeah. Glad they're catching up, man.
I do like that feature a lot.
Some of the cooler things that were announced on the software end, Google Maps, they have this cool thing where they're providing like a drone-like view. I don't know if you guys seen a video of it where it was like they were in a restaurant and you could like see as if it was like a virtual reality situation where you can like fly through the entire restaurant and see exactly where everything is.
It's fascinating. I never really thought of wanting to do that. Yeah, so I'm just one person, so I'm sure there's many others who are like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted.
I'm just imagining like seeing like having this technology in like Mall of Georgia or something like that, where you want to see where the freaking Apple store is based on where you're located.
That's true. Yeah.
And you can have a drone fly you right to where the location is, and you can see exactly where and how to get to it.
Hey, you know what? Actually,
so there's gonna be drones flying all around over our heads while people are trying to figure out.
No, it's not actual. So it's not actual drones. It's like images captured, and they like stitch them all together to make this seamless view of.
Oh, okay. I understand how they're implementing it. The way you said it there, I was like, that sounds crazy, dog. That sounds like nuisance. That is why. No, I don't want that actually. And
little things are floating around and stuff.
Imagine a bunch of drones just flying around.
I'm gonna start shooting drones out the sky, man. I'll be damned.
Is that FCC compliant? No.
Boom. Done.
Oh man, no, but since Ian brought that example, that made me think of this could be cool for like when you're traveling. And you want to kind of get the gist of certain places. You know, if you're like one of those really organized tourists, you're like, okay, like you have your own itinerary, a place you want to go and hit.
Plot out how you're gonna tackle a bunch of the sites.
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna do this for like amusement parks and stuff too. That'd be kind of interesting.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, that would be dope. That'd make sense to do it there first, actually.
Yeah, because I'm sure I haven't been to I haven't been to an amusement park in years now. That's a shame. But I'm sure that they don't just have the paper map for. Yeah, no, right. I'm sure you don't have the paper map thing or whatever for like navigating around like Disney World or something. I'm sure you can get like an app or some shit. So like that, you can be like, oh, cool. That's exactly where Animal Kingdom is, or I don't know, just but however Disneyland is set up too. So yeah, that what. That's cool.
It's neat.
Neato.
Neat. Another neat thing that was announced was the this thing called Look and Talk. It's gonna be a feature that's it seems like it's gonna be exclusive to the Google Home, Google Hub Max. Basically, reduces the need to say, "Hey," I'm not gonna say it.
Lesson learned. Almost got me, Google.
Everyone listening, watching, be like, no.
Reducing the need to say, "What's up, Google?" It's going to be implemented with like these quick phrases. So you could just ask for things like, "Hey, what's the time, or what's the weather outside," and it'll just tell you, which is pretty cool. I think the way they do it is you have to be looking at the hub to ask for it.
So it's scanning your face whenever you're just walking around.
Sure, that's
not creepy, y'all. All right,
it has a camera. It does have a camera.
All right, man. So
they all have cameras.
We're gonna find out who grew up and saw a smart house and who didn't. It's all right, no worries. Y'all do y'all thing out there.
I always wanted the tech where you throw the trash and the carpet vacuumed it up. I thought that was the coolest thing.
Yo, what was it?
I thought that was like that made sense.
My aunt in Florida, they have these like things on the floor that when you open the vent, it sucks and you can just sweep things in it and just suck it in. I don't know where it goes.
Are you kidding?
But it just sucks your dust.
That's amazing.
You don't gotta, you don't say goodbye to your, well, God forbid you something important drops in there.
I mean, yeah, that's done so.
Well, hey, look, then that's on you at this point. Yeah. You just got I left that one thing on the floor for like a month or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, you just sweeping absentmindedly and then
or you have kids that are menacing and they just go to the jewelry box and just throw a bunch of stuff in there.
Facts.
Well, maybe there's like a cover for it until
Well, yeah, it opens and closes.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, that was a cool thing. Last thing I thought was really dope was they showcased hardware concept of an updated Google Lens, which
that's intriguing.
Which actually looks like regular pair of glasses, look like Ray-Bans.
Mm-hmm.
And what's cool about it was that they were showing off live translation with the glasses. So you could be talking to somebody in a different language and it's actively translating what they're saying so you can see through your glasses.
Sounds dangerous too, but I'll allow it.
It's all very dangerous, but in a perfect world.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we've learned for the long time ago now that we know we're in the dark timeline, right? So
yeah,
this is going to go bad eventually. But for right now, it sounds cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sounds like they're trying to do. Yeah, they're doing glass again. Because I remember that was one of the things they're trying to push with it. Years ago. Yep.
A live translation.
Yeah, for Google Glass, that was one of the things they wanted to push with it too. Except the glass looks stupid, and stupid. I think the price for like getting the early access or early attempts to early adoption was just thousands.
Yeah, it was expensive.
It wasn't feasible for any normal person.
And I don't even think that older pair of Google Lens would even be able to do what this is doing.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I think all of that was just proof of concept. Like, oh man, we really hope this would be really cool, right? And,
yeah.
Get people excited. Get people talking about it. See what you can generate out there,
and
then sneak right in and say, "Yo, I like it, man. I like it. Good for them."
Yeah,
and just see what happens. I mean, I'm gonna try to get some. I want live.
I would try it.
I'll try it.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I'd definitely try it. You probably got to give them your social security number first or something, though.
That's wild.
Sherrod's not trying
to use these glasses.
Yeah, I guess Sherrod's not trying it. I guess not.
Watch, man. Watch.
Well, speaking of hardware, like I mentioned earlier, they really don't reveal hardware during the I/O. It's mostly a software thing. But they did this time.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
Well, the 6. Well, not to go ahead of you, but the Pixel 6a, I wasn't shocked at. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the stuff that they announced, minus, I didn't know that they were considering or they were going to release a Pixel Buds Pro.
Me either.
Aware of that.
Me either.
But that's coming out. Its Pro variant will have noise canceling and transparency modes. I don't think the last line did, or the regulars do.
Nope, these are the first. These are truly, the ones they released like I think it was last year. I think that's when they released the Pixel Bud A series. Those are supposed to be like their budget line, but effectively, like on the surface, their budget line, but effectively they improved on what the first
ones
did, like the Google Assistant, stuff like that. So
yeah. But yeah, there's that. It'll cost you about $200. So yeah, this is gonna I guess be a competitor to the AirPods.
Is that the same price as the AirPod Pros or whatever?
The AirPod Pros are $250.
Oh, okay.
So like $50 more, but still. A lot of people are interested to see what the transparency mode looks like or sounds like, because currently the AirPods Pro are the leader in that department.
I don't think it's going to be better. I don't know if it. I don't think it's going to. I'll be impressed if they get it at least on par with what Apple's working. I'll be impressed. I'm not expecting it though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping. I'm hoping honestly. I would love to see a competitor in that space. I mean, I actually need my AirPods Pros are on their last legs. I'm going to need to get a new pair soon.
Facts.
Starting to rattle like crazy.
Mine aren't rattling, bro. They just die dumb quick. And you know what they stopped doing, bro? Mine stopped giving me the little 10% or like 20% notification, like when it's low. When them shits ding now, they done. That's it. Ain't no double notification. They letting you know we out of here. Swap me out. I use one at a time. So
yeah, same here.
So yeah,
because that transparency mode is so damn good.
It is. Yeah, you don't really need to. You don't. Unless you really just want that experience. Yeah, unless you're looking for that, you really don't need it. Like you can sit there and be chilling. Like, and it's
one in, listen to a podcast. That's all I do usually at work.
Yep.
But yeah, these they look nice too. The Pixel Buds, Pixel Bud Pros. So yeah, I'm interested to see how these turn out. They also announced, they briefly showcased the tablet in that they only showed the back of it and that they only show the top right corner of it. You see the camera lens. This is going to be dropping 2023, which lends to the idea that they are just trying to get ahead of the narrative draw.
100%. Because they literally just say, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're doing a tablet, guys." And they show the back of it a little bit. They showed the front. I saw some hot takes. Oh, well, I'll tell you, hot takes on Twitter and like Reddit and stuff. Are like, "Oh my god, that's ugly. Why are those bezels?" Yeah, the bezel brigade came out and we're like, "Dear God, no." We didn't see anything. Well, we saw like mock-ups of the UI, which looks like Android 13 right now, or 12. I want to say 12L and then 13, whatever. Basically, if you look at a Pixel 6 in the store today, it'll look like that from the tablet form factor. Yeah, but other than that, it was really just an announcement. They didn't say price, specs.
Yeah,
literally nothing. It's just, we're doing another one.
The same seems to be the case for the A line, the 6A. The Pixel 6A. They show off the new camera bar design, reminiscent of the pill cutout design seen on the rumored iPhone 14 display.
Yeah, I'm kind of spoiled on the A line. I don't know. I like the pricing and I don't know. I'll think about that phone versus because I don't have the 6. My 4A is starting to sluggish. Not sluggishness, but certain apps aren't really operating as well as they used to. So this year will be the year I do get the phone, but I don't know. I'm gonna look at the 6A versus the regular 6 and see. I don't know yet.
I feel like the A lines have always been the more appealing of the Pixels.
Yeah, because they generally they're like iterations of the flagship, but to me they seem to punch above their weight more. And honestly, those always look more impressive than the flagships. Well, I mean, I do like the 6 line. That line is really solid. Yeah, I mean, I know that Android OS has been kind of basically launched with 12 being a little half baked and certain stuff. The fingerprint. I don't know if I've heard about it. There's a lot of criticism on the fingerprint responsiveness, but they've updated to where it's better. It's not like leading like OnePlus or like anything like that. It's not that quick now, but it's better. It's like okay, this is fine. I don't know.
I mean, aesthetically, they've looked the best in previous years. And software-wise, I've heard that they perform better than their Pro series or Pro line. It's just.
I mean, I think it's. I don't know. I'll say I'm not sure, but I mean, for mine, it still works pretty well. I've been getting some things here and there, where, like when I have it, like click to like unlock it. This is sometimes it like won't show the proper notification board from the top. It's just little weird quirks here and there. I don't know if it's because of an update or just what. nothing that's really made me like want to throw my phone out the window or whatever. But just little things, and usually I just lock it, and it's fine.
Mm.
It probably just aged though. It's coming on 2 years for that phone now. But yeah, cool. 6A. It keeps that same visual identity that the 6 line has created.
Yeah.
It looks like they're gonna keep going with it.
Yeah, because the Pixel 6, Pixel 7, and 7 Pro were also revealed, and they look pretty similar, minus the updated back of the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a textured glass two-tone finish with the same camera bar look that we just saw on the 6A.
Yeah, I actually like it a little more.
Yeah, I think last year's was a gloss finish.
It was a gloss finish. The 6 Pro has like the curved edges a little bit on the side, so when like you hold it, it's kind of got that Samsung Edge type of feel a little bit. Not like the exact edge where you can like read certain notifications on it or whatever, but it's like when you hold it, it's kind of like, for me, I don't care for that feel just because it doesn't feel like as secure when holding it. Whereas the 6, it's more like a traditional kind of like rectangular feel. Rectangular feel, that sounds weird to say. It's a rectangular type of shape, so it feels more sturdy in the hand. And that's just personal preference. But usually you slap a case on it, kind of gets rid of both of that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. Eager to learn more about that 7.
That was also slated for 2023. And the last thing I want to mention is the Pixel Watch.
Yes.
That was finally revealed. We got to see the display with Wear OS. We got to see what the bezel's looking like. Personally, that's the only thing I don't like about it.
Yeah, I did notice it's the bezel is a little thicker around it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I need to see more, like whenever these sites and tech tubers and all that they get their hands on. I kind of want to see. I did see some I did read some criticism, or at least initial criticism, where they're like, the watch face a little smaller than they would prefer.
Yeah.
I think it's fine because I'm not like, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's one of his Apple Watch. Like, I'm not really never been a big fan of the huge, ginormous, like the watch face expanding past my wrist type shit.
Yeah.
But I think it's fine. The bezel,
the size is fine. It's just the bezels that are.
Yeah, the bezel is because when you look at if you look at a screenshot of it and like it's off, and you think, oh, it's just all the way around. It'll just take up the whole
that's what
surface area, but nah, it's just a little bezel. Yeah, I don't know why companies do this bezel stuff. I don't know.
There's a limitation as far as the glass they use.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I never really understood. I need someone that works in this industry to explain it to me.
Yeah. I'm guessing like Apple did with their Apple Watch, over time they'll reduce the bezel size. Because right now the bezels on the latest Apple Watch is really small. Like that thing is bleeding over the edge of the screen now. Like it looks really dope. Like my wife has it right now.
One thing I will say is kind of like my thought process, or not thought process, my conclusion based on what they've talked about and show the Pixel Watch. I think for those of us that like the Fitbit watches, but love like the Google ecosystem, I think you should look at this for that as opposed to a full featured. I feel like it's not gonna. Well, I feel like it's not going to be what everyone wants for a full featured Google 100% backed Wear device. I think that's still the Samsung years and all that. I think that's where it'll be at still, as far as like the top. Pretty much like the phones, honestly, similar to the phones.
That's if Google will just be a little stingy with the features.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
You might be able to make a case for it. Like I saw them. I saw them showcase the interacting with your Google Home devices on the watch.
Yeah, I think I would like that.
That was really cool, and that's something you can't do on Apple Watch.
Yeah,
so that's
all Apple Home devices. Yeah,
I think I'll keep all my Google devices muted forever.
Yeah, I was about to say,
my watch. I will just talk to my watch, and that's that. That will solve that.
Yeah,
I definitely had an alarm go off in the bathroom that was not the correct alarm because I thought I said that alarm set instead of the one next to me in the bed.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's happened a couple of times.
It's mad annoying.
I fortunately woken up before that and been like, oh shit. But yeah, but overall, yeah, personally, I'm glad they finally announced this because I wanted to get a Fitbit watch last year, but then I heard the rumors of this and I was waiting and it didn't happen.
Yeah, honestly,
more stuff came out.
If you're an Android user and you are interested in Fitbit at all, I don't even know why you would even bother getting a Fitbit watch over this.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And not anymore. Now that you know what's coming, you might as well wait.
Yeah. I don't know if this is going to be a Android exclusive watch. Like, will this be a watch
that they allow you
on iOS?
I'd be interested to see if they do that or not.
Wait, say that again.
So I don't know if this is going to be an Android exclusive watch. It's like, is this going to be a watch that doesn't work on iOS?
I mean, isn't that how the Apple Watch works?
Well, the Apple Watch doesn't work on Android, but it's never been the case on the other end. It's never been the case.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that they would lock it from Apple users. And the problem with it is locking a device from Apple users is almost kind of always a bad idea because there's so many Apple users. So it's like you might as well open it up. Whereas Apple feels like we have enough proprietary users that we can make shit that's just for us and our people will buy it, which they've shown.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that. I mean, because they did say it's going to have deep Fitbit integration. And I could tell that that's the direction you're going for when they announced that they're doing your overhaul of Wear OS last year. And they announced they did collab with Samsung for their new watches, the Galaxy watches, whatever. And then they said they had a big Fitbit thing with them too. So that's why I was like, okay, well, where's your watch? Since you're talking all this stuff, where's your watch? Yeah. I don't think they'll lock it. Like pretty much Derek made a great point for that too. I don't think there's really any advantage on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not, because I doubt anybody on Apple is going to be interested in a Pixel watch.
I'm interested. I'd like to have both, depending on what they do. Because like Rajah just said, I got a bunch of Google stuff around my house too. So my goal is to put a couple more things around. So and I have a couple of them around already. So if I could control a lot of that from the watch, it'd be cool to have one like my Apple Watch, to have the choice of what I want to do. Sometimes I might want my Apple Watch depending on what I'm doing, or a Google Watch. Like, it's possible that I could see a benefit in having both of them, especially given the price. Like, it depends on what the price is. If it's something outrageous, and there's no need. But oh, well, you said it. Is it coming in at? No, we were talking about the pros. We were talking about the headset. That's what we're talking about.
The AirPod Pros.
The AirPod and the Pixel Pros, not the actual cost of the watch, right? So what's the watch probably like $400? I would just wait until I can catch one on.
Yeah, they're saying it's a flagship, supposed to be a direct competitor to the Apple Watch. So I would assume it's.
Oh well, if it's coming out, so it's competing with the 7 or the 6, whatever one is out right now.
I guess it'll be.
I think
7, right? Yeah.
I think the lowest it'll be is like 300. I think the most is 4.
Yeah.
I think that's the expectation. Just because since they're gonna push Fitbit more with this one, like I think the most high end Fitbit watches are actually at 300. Like the latest ones are around that.
True. I think the only difference is Fitbit might not have the same pulling power in the space to charge that much, so that might be part of the reason they don't have it. Versus Google can probably get away with saying, no, this is a $600 watch. It does all this fancy stuff. Trust us. Like y'all know how we do stuff. We're Google. The
Pixel brand is, it's a strong enough brand.
I
not
think so.
The like Samsung, Galaxy, this and the other, but it not Apple, this and the other, but it's there as well.
It's maybe one step down, and that's not saying anything bad. Like that's just
Yeah, that's
kind
just
of
how it
reality
is.
of situations. But
Yeah, that's how it is.
yeah, at most, it's one step below those guys, and I don't think it's like, yeah, they definitely have the power to up that from whatever
I think they're
figure is
upping it
costing.
now with the 6 line.
Yeah,
They're really aggressive with the pricing for that one. Um, yeah, that's kind of my expectation. I'll keep an eye on it for sure.
But yeah,
I'm interested of all of these. I'm the most interested in the watch.
in the
That's
watch,
coming out in the
yeah.
fall.
This was kind of their the last thing they needed to like really develop an ecosystem that competes with Apple.
Yep. And that's why
agreed.
I was like, where is it? Where is it? Show it, announce it, stop playing around.
It kind of feels like the same argument with like DC and Marvel, where it's like, yeah, you got a limited window to kind of try and match this before it just becomes, all right, they've really just completely run rampant. And it's kind of there already in my mind, but they do still have enough goodwill to have a chance. But this is just, yeah, it's the same thing for Google. I'd be interested to see how they build this out and how many people like really dive into it. Because I feel like more people are going to be like me and Ian, who kind of have a mix. Like, I don't know that people are all one way or the other.
Well, if they keep these features, if they maintain the stinginess of the features, don't bring any of them over to the the Apple
side,
Watch.
yeah.
Then they make a case. Because right now, you can't control any of your hardware. Of course, once Matter gets fully fledged out, none of this will matter anyway. Fine.
Well,
pun intended. But yeah, for now, that could be a potential reason for getting a Pixel Watch if you have a lot of Google hardware,
a lot of Google devices.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. We got anything else for?
That's it. That's all you got. That's all you get from me, man.
That's all you get, man. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. You got your Google, you got your Apple.
Yeah. What else? What else can you ask for, man? Balance.
That's the balance right there.
Just like Thanos intended. Dope, man. Dope. We will look out for that. Gerard is on Google Watch day one duty.
I'm on Google Watch.
Yeah, he's on Google Watch. He's got to get that day one so we can have a review.
Probably will.
I like
unless the price is just so high.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I'll be like, all right, so look.
Sorry, guys.
All right. So I went in the store and I tried it on.
Facts.
I have some impression.
Hey, man.
I got to scroll the screen in the store.
I did a test drive.
Facts.
So I messed with the freaking Galaxy Fold.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's right.
quick.
Yeah, you're still the only person who did that.
I kept forgetting to do that.
Yeah, because it was pointless. How'd that phone work out for folks? Whack. Just terrible. I said that from the beginning. But,
There's a lot of people who still use that phone.
man, people not using that.
There's
phone.
other
a lot
now. It's like
A handful. Whoever got it.
There you go.
If you got it, you're probably still using it.
Well, yeah, because you spent money on that dumbass shit. Yeah. I bet you are still using it.
Yeah, get your money's worth, literally by using
The
it.
trading value is probably zero in perfect condition.
Zero.
No, we cannot take that back, sir. No.
There's no way that phone is still
There's no market
100%
anymore.
functional.
No, sir. We can't take that phone back at all. You have to keep
That
it.
phone even get updates?
No, man, I'm sorry. All right, man. Time for console tea. And I didn't get to make my tea because I didn't plug in the tea kettle this morning.
Oh man.
So I hit this button to turn it on, but I didn't actually plug it in. And so I went downstairs and grabbed the tea and I was like, damn, boy, so cool.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I was like, well, I'm not gonna make these niggas wait for the tea to boil now. So we here. Anyways, man. Drew, what you got for us today, bro?
Couple smaller things here and there. Warner Brothers, I guess, woke up and were like, yeah, we'll give you guys a little Gotham Knights gameplay. You know, a little they talked over it, but we got to see some Nightwing and Red Hood gameplay, doing a mission or two. I think it was all about under 20 minutes long. I think it's how long the video was. So it's kind of similar to the demo we got almost a couple years ago when they first revealed the game. You know, they had all four of the Bat family The Bat Kids or whatever. The Bat Family, say that. The Bat Family playable. We got to see more combat stuff. So Nightwing, he kind of has like a paraglider thing.
The same joint you see on what's the girl's name in Horizon?
Yeah, Aloy. Yeah,
Aloy. Yeah, she got the same thing.
Yep, man. Zelda has created the paraglider. No one else did it before that. But no, jokes aside,
you damn right. I apologize.
Jokes aside,
don't ever disrespect Zelda, man. Zelda started everything. Zelda was the first video game.
They are the soldier boy of the video game.
You really are.
I was the first.
Really are, yo.
The young Draco of the game industry.
Oh man.
But no, for real. Jokes aside, though, they did. They have that for, I guess, larger areas, and that's cool. So like, what y'all think about the Nightwing gameplay? Because it looked good, but at the same time, there's a certain. I guess I have to keep remembering this is not Rocksteady. So there's a certain polish that I feel like isn't. Maybe it was the game. Maybe the gameplay. The person was just like learning it as they were like recording it. It looked like they're kind of doing a lot of the acrobatic flip stuff a lot.
Yeah, they did.
Less of the combos. Like they're just relying on the acrobatic flip dodges or whatever to get by.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all
and also like these videos are like developed. You know what I mean? Like they're directed. Like they're given instruction. Whether they're good at the game or not may not really make a difference. If they're told to showcase certain aspects, like they probably were directed. And I'm just shooting them a little bit of bail. Maybe they were just shown, like told, like, hey, we want to showcase the acrobatic side of Nightwing, and we want to showcase this and this. So they were told to hit those buttons like that, and we're told to approach it in this way that showcases this, but you should still be able to beat it comfortably. So I always feel bad being too, not say y'all are doing this, but I always feel bad being too harsh on some of the people that have to play these, demos or for the trailers and stuff like that. Cause I'm like, sometimes that might not even be how they would really want to play it. So I don't know. But to your question, I think the issue is, like you said, one, it's not Rocksteady. Some of it feels a little bit not janky, just slow.
Sluggish.
Slow.
Yeah, a little sluggish. It doesn't look bad per se. It looks fun. It looks fun. I just feel like there could be a little more.
And I wonder, what they didn't show, or at least I didn't see it in there. I could have missed it because I was kind of half watching it, half doing other stuff at the same time. But I didn't see anything that showcased like how you would be leveling these characters up throughout the game. Mm-hmm. And so we don't know where this is. We know, like, we played games before. Sometimes, Nightwing and all these different characters might feel better once you get a couple things leveled up. Maybe they have like an agility level up that makes them feel more smooth and makes them move a bit quicker. Things like that could be on, whatever that character building tree is. So we have to take that into consideration too, that maybe they didn't want to show too far exactly what it'd be yet, or, there's a lot of different factors that could be why we didn't see, maybe the best version of everything. Maybe there's supers they're trying to hide or whatever. You never know. So I don't know. I think we should just give it a little more time and
for sure.
What pops out.
We should definitely wait till it gets into like skill up hands or what have you, and see what they have to say.
I need to know what the people actually have to say about it. Let's actually play it, or at least some demos, and really wait and see how this game feels.
But I think it's the first. I don't know if Guardians of the Galaxy was. No, it's not. Not Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, Suicide Squad will be. Mm-hmm. But this seemed like the first open world, fully co-op situation. Well, not the first of its kind, but game like this, like a Spider-Man-esque game that has a co-op feature that's fully co-op.
Might be.
I don't think so. I don't have the game on tip of my head, but
open world co-op.
Like I know there was some modes like that in Watch Dog, but it wasn't like it was like a separate server. It was
like a side thing, right?
And you can only do certain missions together, really.
I'm not gonna lie though, this feels like Destiny. It just
No, but Destiny isn't like open world. It is like open pockets.
Yeah,
but and trails leading to those pockets, but it's not open world like Spider-Man is, or like.
Oh, okay, where you can just okay, I get it. We're not flying off of Europa and going to Mars or whatever. Okay, I got you. If it was like that, then you would compare to Destiny. I see what you're saying. You got a point. You got a point. Might be.
And I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, that was the coolest thing I saw when they just hopped in together and they were just playing together. I was like, wow, this is dope.
I agree. Definitely. I don't know. I want to get my hands on it and actually play it, see the story they're telling. That's one of the most interesting parts to me as well. The actual story that's going on here. Bruce being dead and all this type of stuff. So, yeah, man, I'm excited about actually, getting to play this game. I can't wait till they get it to us.
Yeah, I want to see more. Well, obviously, but yeah, I can't wait to see more when they get to Batgirl and that's okay. That's Tim Drake Robin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to reconfirm. Okay. I did like. The Red Hood gameplay. It showed a little bit of it. Maybe I'm just basic and I like the brutish type play styles. Plus, I do too. I'm down to be pressing two buttons and like people just die and get deleted and shit. I'm cool with that. Just throw them all halfway across the room and then they're gone.
Yeah,
I'm down for that. I like this gameplay. A bit basic, but still looks satisfying.
Right. The last thing I'll say on that is the only thing that I would kind of want from the game is I would kind of want them to not say I want them to do this. I want clarification on how do we go about interacting with all the characters. Like, are there going to be certain points where we have to play as certain characters, or does the story or what we experience through the game kind of change if we choose to only play as, say, Jason? We only get to see the story progress as Jason, or do we have to, I'm going to guess we're probably going to have to switch between them to complete certain stories to progress through the story, or complete certain missions to progress through the story. I'm going to guess, but I think it would be cool if, say, you bring a friend in, or I don't know. I just want to know how we're going to actually interact with the characters. I'm curious to see how we're going to. If you're playing solo, how do you swap between them? And can you choose who comes on missions? Is it going to be like the Avengers style? Like, okay, I want to take, maybe it's only 2 at a time, but I want to take, I want to bring, Nightwing and Batgirl or something like that. So I'll bring these two. It is Batgirl. It is Batgirl. Who's the other one, right?
Yeah, it's Batgirl.
Okay, making sure.
It's not Batwoman or anything.
No.
Because
it's supposed to be all the. It's definitely Batgirl. I have to remember what her suit looked like on the game.
It's pretty. It's mostly accurate to her usual depiction.
Oh no,
Color wise, at least I think colors of characters.
No, it is. I mean, the overall design isn't like. No, actually, it is pretty accurate. It's a little more detailed, maybe with a couple like of the stitch lines and stuff like that. But I think that's just for like you said, like detail. Like it's still that's Batgirl, man. That's a good suit, I think. I did see some criticism on some of the alternate suits that they were showing for Nightwing that popped up, and I mean, I didn't think they looked bad, but people will find something to complain about especially if they're one of their favorite heroes is involved. So.
There'll be more.
Exactly.
Oh, perfect.
I'm not too worried about it.
It won't matter now. It's just initial reaction stuff.
Yeah. So I'm unbothered. Yeah. So I mean, we keep looking forward to it. Keep looking to see some updates. I'm expecting a delay more than likely, just because I feel like everything gets delayed these days. So I'm not.
That already got the delay. That got the delay last year.
Yeah. But I'm still. I don't bother getting myself like overly hyped up over certain games.
That's true.
Too much anymore, just because I know what could potentially, just disappoint me. So I'm just like, I'll just wait until they like say this is the date and you can like actually pre-order and everything like that. And then Cyberpunk taught us that isn't enough really either. But my hope is that if I wait at least until then, that I'd feel better, about being excited versus being excited from now when they still haven't 100% confirmed shit. Yeah, man. Definitely looks good.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, excuse me. Wow. Hopefully, we see.
I wasn't gonna laugh if y'all didn't laugh because I didn't want to be the asshole, but that shit was funny.
I don't know why that happened. It's like I had saliva.
That nigga voice ran the opposite direction, bro. That shit. Nah.
Sure you want to say that? You sure you want to say what you about to say?
Nah, that's not what we trying to say. That boy Stephen Grant in his head, he got Gerard. He went with y'all. Said we not saying that. No.
Let me get a sip of some water, real.
That doesn't represent us. Somebody inside of Gerard trying to take over, boy. No, sir.
That's a bit. I have a EID type thing. All right. Yeah, hopefully we see more of this as we get closer to June when the Summer Game Fest stuff happens.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure more folks will date things of their shows. So I'm kind of surprised Ubisoft hasn't said anything yet.
I'm too worried about NFTs. They probably lost all their crypto money too.
Jesus, man. Oh, bruh. Yeah, maybe they need to be quiet still. But yeah, next thing on console T, kind of been some talks here and there. Jeff Grubb from Games Beat does some stuff for Giant Bomb. He has a show with them, an exclusive paywall show called Grub Snacks, where he just kind of talks about some scoops he's heard here and there. He's been kind of the forefront of the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order sequel, murmurs and rumors. The stuff we know about is that it will come out early next year, 2023. So probably the first 3 months. But since that just means February, I'm guessing. Just like this year. It's gonna still star Cal. What's his name?
No, I don't remember his last name, but Cal, yeah.
Yeah, Cal, the main dude. Your main character dude, yeah, it's gonna still star him. And we the most recent information we got is the name itself is called, the game is called Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Yeah, so that's pretty much all we know. We've been hearing little bits and pieces. There's a previous rumor that they were gonna reveal it on May the 4th, because May the 4th be with you, but that did not happen, clearly, as we're well into May now. And so it's probably been one of the big things at the Jeff Keighley Summer Games Fest show is a safe prediction. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, we need to see game stuff.
For sure. Does this name Jedi Survivor indicate stuff that happened at the end of Fallen Order?
I mean, he did survive.
I would say other than that.
Oh, there we go. Oh, cool. Good name. Good name. Oh, well, I thought it was deeper than that.
But that was also kind of the point. It'd be a little disappointing if he...
No, but it got kind of dicey at the end of it.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. The game never felt like it was telling you a story where you thought the main character would die.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, even though they put him in sticky situations and stuff like that, you always felt like they're not just going to kill my nigga after I done did all this shit to get him, like, safely all the way. You know what I mean? Like, they're not about to just kill him. I don't have to fight too many people, learn too many shits. Like, nah, there's no way. You know, it's that. That
last sequence, I think that might have been my favorite sequence. Mm-hmm. Like, that, Jesus Christ, man, going to Darth Vader again.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man.
Wild stuff.
I felt that one. I felt helpless. Anyway.
But that's one, but you still felt like whether they let me beat this nigga or not, probably getting away. I don't know how. It's gonna be a cutscene.
The plot dictates I will escape.
I feel like I'm probably gonna be all right.
Probably gonna get out of this, but Jesus Christ.
This is a moment. All right. See what y'all doing. I get it. I definitely get it, man. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to see more about that for sure. Hopefully that comes soon.
Yeah, it's only going to be on current gen, no last gen stuff, which is just nice.
Push for that.
Actually, that reminds me. I forgot. For Gotham Knights, they confirmed as well with that gameplay that they canceled the PS4 and Xbox One versions of the game. So it's only current gen.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, they
I
did
just
that.
remembered. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we're not doing those anymore. So cool.
Interesting.
Very interesting for
Bold.
sure. That's cool.
Bold,
Yeah, very
indeed.
bold. But yeah, hey, you know,
You think by now most people transit?
No.
it's tough, man. It's if the stock was there, then yeah, there'll be way more.
Oh yeah. No, but honestly, you know what? Yes, if it was easier to get them, if the stock was there, I do think you'd have more. There would be more. That's not denied. I just don't know how much more. Like, I don't think it'd be massive more. I think some people just don't feel the need to upgrade yet. Like, that's the vibe I feel like I've gotten. Like, some people just aren't sure they're ready to upgrade yet, or don't feel like it's necessary, or they don't think they're big enough gamers to need it yet. So
I am a bit surprised that I'm already seeing games say that they're making exclusive next gen video game.
well, you got some
Sometimes
people
that
like
just
some of our friends that want stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I guess
I mean-
that group is loud enough.
I also think it's just especially their exclusives, they're just getting the bags, marketing
That too.
deals and stuff. So they're kind of mitigating some of that. That's
But
happening.
Gotham Knights isn't an exclusive though, right?
No, that's multiplayer.
Yeah. So
That's just Warner Brothers. That's just like one of their next big games.
Yeah. See, and that's why I'm just like, I would understand if it was an exclusive game and they say, hey, this is only going to be on PS5. As much as I still think that sucks a little bit, I can understand that more than a multi-plat game. The only reason it's multi-plat is because you're trying to make a bunch of money. If not, you would have taken whatever bag they were offering for your game, because somebody offered you a little bag if it's big enough, if it's, if you got a big enough name.
Yep.
It's like, all right, if that's not the case, then why would you at this point want to cut out what's still a very sizable chunk of the gaming community? It just seems ill-advised, but
It's a hefty bag for it to be a next gen exclusive at all.
but who's paying that? Like, who's making it? Who's paying you to only keep it next gen? Like, because surely Microsoft and PlayStation wouldn't care if you make your game available on PS4 and Xbox, Series S or whatever. I get a cut of the proceeds when they buy it in the digital store, or they buy it in the store with our Xbox case on it. I get a cut of that. So to me, I would feel like
It was just a resource allocation situation.
yeah, I mean,
everybody wanted all hands on deck on the next gen versus splitting up the team to support previous gen.
But see, I feel like stuff like that, then why don't you just tell us that if that's the case?
True.
Just say it. Just be like, hey, we can't keep up right now. We're swamped. All right, cool. Makes sense.
Yeah,
I get that.
That was that was Bungie's excuse when they did it on the Destiny 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you understood. We're a small team. We don't got the resources. Okay. All right. So we can that helps us temper expectations. That helps us know what to expect. But also it's Warner Brothers. So, there's kind of already a little bit of a distrust there, because they just kind of make odd decisions in all their departments at random times. So
Wonder if this has anything to do with that recent deal.
possibly, maybe Discovery just says, no, only put on the latest shit.
Yeah, because they're already making big changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very possible with that too. 100%. I don't know, man. I don't know. Cool, man. Well, dope shit.
That's all constitute for this week, gents.
Dope shit, man. Hopefully we get to see more info on both of those coming up soon or over the course of this summer as we dive into more random game news throughout the break here. So
Yes, sir.
good episode, guys. Appreciate y'all for jumping in with us. Appreciate y'all for listening. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, enjoy. It's been Two Ugly Nerds and Mr. Bottom. Peace.
We gotta get up out of here, man. We gotta, between that beginning, my little slip off talking and this end, we gotta get up out of here, bro. We you know what? Stop the recording. We gotta get up out of here.